Okay, we are at 5901 North Hartley. Looking at a tile line right now. I'm out from the access in the basement, approximately 124 feet. We are looking at a pretty good pipe right here. I cannot get the camera out any further than this, but this should be able to show us everything that we need. So I'm going to pull back here in a good looking tile line, and right here is the transition from tile to Orangeburg. So this is approximately 117 feet from the access in the basement. So as you'll see here, big blisters, channel carved out of the bottom of this pipe. This pipe is in very poor shape. Massive blisters right there. The pipe is oblong, is being compressed, and so all of these blisters would either be ripped open or break open if you were trying to service this line with a cable. This would more than likely wreck the rest of the line in that process. If you can't get a cutter head to safely go down without damaging the pipe, we would call that a failed line. Right here, you see a big cavern down there in the bottom, and then huge blisters right there. Push it right under. You can see there's a big hole down there. Right there as well. Big pit. You can see how oblong the pipe is there. It should be completely round. There you can see a major blister there with a hole in it. Caught a little peek of it. Here's a big hole. You can see where the water just pools in it. The pipe is gone underneath that. There's another hole right there and right there. Here's a big hole right there. 101 feet. Pretty massive hole. There's another joint you can see, really oblong. Open there on the left. Another hole right there. There as well. You can see that channel carved out there at the bottom. It's another pretty big hole. And right there, you can see the pipe peeling up like that. See, big blisters on both sides there. Another hole right there. And you see the side of the pipe coming apart right there. Bulging out from the side. Big cracks in it. And right there we got a pretty good root intrusion, and that is not at a joint. So there's no joint here, and we got, see, the bottom's all gone, the top is broken, and roots have grown in through the gaps there. So there'd be no way to clean that out of there without replacing the pipe. Run a little more water. Clean the camera off. Better look at that root intrusion there. See how the paper gets all hung up in it? Continue. See, you can see that channel that's all carved out in the bottom there now. More pretty bad blisters. It's right there as well. Big blister and pit right there. And pretty bad blisters. The bottom of the pipe pipe's gone there too. Okay, and here's a pretty big hole. Right at about 51 feet, 50 feet. So you can see all the rocks there. Can luckily push the camera through, but this would be major problem causing. Roots growing in there, of course. Bottom of the pipe is completely gone. Channel pretty much the whole way along the bottom. There's some small blisters that are torn open. There's another blister torn open right there. A big crack. All the way back. We drop. See the big hole right there we just pulled through. Now it just dives into the dirt. The bottom of that pipe's gone completely. And last joint of the Orangeburg, approximately 27 feet from the access in the basement. So this should be right outside the foundation of the home. See a little bit of root growing in there, but this is where the beginning of the Orangeburg is. Back here, the cast iron looks pretty normal based on the age of the home. So this is the rest of the cast iron underneath the concrete inside the home. And here is the access point in the